So we're going to be looking at XLV, and this is the healthcare sector. So I'm just going to update this chart to show that. So healthcare, right now we're at about 125, and it looks like the last time we checked, which was about 10 days ago, it was at 126. So not much has changed here. It's also locked in a long-term uptrend, so that's worth noting. Overall, I think now's definitely a decent time to buy for multiple reasons. It looks like the purple, it's we don't really. I guess if we zoom out a little bit, that's hopefully makes it a little more clear. So the purple, that's our long-term uptrend, which dates back to let's see, all the way back to like 2019. Whoa, what the heck happened there? But so the purple, that dates back to like 2019. You can see after that, uh, we kind of adjusted our uptrend to the yellow. And so you can see the yellow, that goes back to about 2020, mid 2020. You can see it definitely was hanging out above that. So maybe we could have skewed that up or down, but that kind of captures the early trend and then the more recent uptrend status. Uh, and right now it's actually below our intermediary uptrend, and it's actually just slightly above our long-term uptrend. So it's right in between the golden uptrend lines and the purple uptrend lines. And then to add in the next level of support in terms of when we would want to buy, we drew in this green line, which is like a buy point. That has acted as a resistance point for uh, roughly a year and a half, going back to about September of 2021. It's acted as support 1, 2, 3, we could say 4, and I might even say 5 times. And right now we're at that point again, where it did crack below that point, but you could see it bounced right back up. So that seems like it's going to be acting as support again. We'll see how it plays out over the next couple of weeks. I think it's only makes sense that it would be a good time for us to buy, because we would imagine over the next couple of weeks it's going to want to get back in between our uptrend lines. If it doesn't, I still think it's a decent time to buy, because the next point that it could fall down to is maybe 118, which isn't, it's not a crazy decline in value. It's, about what, maybe 5% decline in value, which I think over the long term you'll make it back, or will make it back. And so not too concerned with that, because again, we're more of the buy and hold type strategy. If we do buy into this, probably won't sell out of it for a number of years, ideally, unless something crazy happens, like I need to purchase something big and I need to cash out on something. But I don't imagine that happening, at least not today. So I think overall this one's at a decent time to buy. Um, and yeah, the fact that it actually broke our intermediary uptrend, I think that's uh, a signal that, hey, now is a great time to buy. The fact that it's close to our long-term uptrend, that's a good thing also. Um, there, of course, is the understanding that it might fall below that. I think the worst case scenario is it could pull back to $100 or less. I think that's too crazy of a pullback to happen for this one. I don't really see what would cause that. Healthcare has been traditionally a good industry to invest in, especially in America. So, barring anything crazy happening to the industry, which I haven't heard anything about it, I think this one's a good one for me to buy long term. And so, uh, that's kind of what I'm sticking to. Not much has changed with this one, not that I'm seeing. I think something also to consider is this purple line, this upper trend line, this purple. It just so happens to be acting as like a short term um, trend line also, because it happens to hit this low point back in June of 22. It also hit it in September of 22, and now here we are again in March of 23. It hit that point, and now it's bouncing back up. So I think we can expect to see that type of trend where it just kind of keeps hitting that purple line and bouncing upwards, continuing on that path. So we'll see how it plays out, but if I can remember to, and if I have the funds to do it, barring I don't see any better investments in the short term, I wouldn't mind at least opening a position in here, buying 1 or 2 shares, and seeing how it plays out in the next couple weeks and quarters to go. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will share. So this is the index portfolio that we're looking at, and healthcare is right here. I marked it in green to show that it's at a good time to buy, in my opinion. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, so it's at 125. That was a buy point to me, and it's right there. So, you know, if again, just let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd be happy to read that. And please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.